Welcome to my channel, and welcome back. Within this table here lies our message, but it begins and ends with a feminine energy here. There's something about hope, hope and healing for the world within that feminine energy, the traveler going towards the star of hope and divinity, deep soul partnerships, deep relationships can affect you like no other. Star, the star, the star that we are, our star signs, but that is just a layer, like they say, like an onion. It's a layer, but we're headed towards a terrain that we have not been before. But we have the experience and the wealth of that feminine energy. Male and female have that within us. We come from female. We need the male egg to balance it out and bring that life into fruition. So we are that star of hope. We are the hope that God placed within us. The piece of Him, the light, that star, that divinity, that, that deep well within you that nurtures, that fertilizes, that impregnates, that brings pleasure, that protects, okay, that beautiful emotion, the balance of it all. It's a beautiful dance. I'm going to read these cards I found from a deck that I had. Wow, it's been like 5 years now. But I only have part of them because I left the other part in there was a temporary assignment that I had, and there was a few things I left, so the other part of this deck. But it's interesting how they show up in my life. One is the Queen of Heaven, and she's clothed, so. And the other is, this is a scarab but opened up. Usually you see them closed and around, all together. Those are those bugs that can go in a fire and come out alive, like and run out, They have thick, thick, thick skin. They're like. So I'm gonna read Queen of Heaven first. I've been studying a little about the queen that I like to go sit with and talk to. Um, so it's interesting that I found this card today. So, Queen of Heaven, the Queen of Heaven, the divine empress of the skies, acknowledges your feminine authority now. As a man or a woman, you have a life path of spiritual leadership to bring qualities of mercy, compassion, and wisdom into the world. Okay? Look at that. Wow. Life restored is, and that's, hey, birthing. This is what the feminine energy is about life and restoring life and bringing life and beauty and nurturing and guidance and understanding. And so Life restored here with this scarab. Strong, strong energy. Spiritual resurrection is gifted to you now. Whatever part of you or your life you thought to be dead is being revived and will flourish back into life, just as the phoenix rises from the fire, transitioning from death into life. So too will you rise again, healed and renewed. Wow. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for this beautiful message as it unfolds. Okay, let's see. Please here. Maybe you can look at them. Maybe they'll stay. Let's see. Put this. Try and balance this a little bit. Okay. All right, let's see what else. What else? Star of Hope can affect you like no other. Hope, divinity. Seep, seep. Yeah, seep within your soul and your partner's soul into, even if it's platonic or however. I do have the love oracle cards here, and then this is a mixture of cards. It's the oracle 7 energy oracle cards, and I can't think of the name of what these are, but you'll recognize them probably. All right, so let's look here. Oh, the door to romance. So I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it's a bit upside down. So that's upside down, but the King of Swords here is right side up. So something about the door to romance, and that's a number 33. And that's a major key, and there's a key here. So someone does not have the key, or the key is missing, or the door to romance is not open. Someone is not seeing this door. That's the 30 creation, right? And 33, which is a 6, which so something is not moving forward. Okay? And we need to move forward towards this North Star here. Traveling through, we're on this journey, and then the journey card came out too with that, which is very interesting, as well as this Queen of Pentacles, who has this black cat here for protection, and this purple royal. So here's, 2 feminine energies that came out initially. Okay, let me see. Under here, our message lie. Oh, look, this strength card here, awakening. Now, I'm pull this out because, so this is the Oracle's gift. So right now, there's some healing information being within this message that will be delivered. There's some healing information regarding financial constraints. So balancing out your feminine energy and healing your mother wounds and forgiving yourself for even if you've done something against feminine, if you're a male, if you've done anything against them, forgiving, making amends, and healing that part and moving forward, not staying in that, not shoving it somewhere and numbing it, not, no, addressing it, making amends, and if the person's not there anymore, writing this out and burning it in a safe place and getting rid of it. And if it tries to come back, you just keep doing that, just until it goes away, and eventually it will. Okay, from my experience. Okay. So there's under here, see, under steel magnolias with, there may be a family issue. Is this camera on? I think so. Okay, so there may be a family issue, medical issue. Here, more feminine. Okay, interesting. So, Steel Magnolias is a movie. You might want to look it up and watch it. It's a movie that I could watch over and over. It's funny because my one of my sisters, she's very southern. She would always say, "It's a whack a Weezer." So because now, even though, yeah, there's Weezer right there. This one over here in the very corner. You can't see her because of the lighting. But she's next to Meryl Streep. I can't think of her. Oh, Dukakis. I want to say Dukakis, Beverly Dukakis. Maybe it might be her name. Uh, so something about just like family, then cherished. Some sad times and happy times. Maybe somebody passed away. And then a friend, somebody that they welcomed in that is a very good friend, somebody that maybe you met, helped out, gave a job. You may have been in the same trade, and you have maybe were a business owner and offered this lady who had fallen on hard times, maybe, or was escaping a relationship, a abusive relationship, and became fast family and loyal and so forth. But you had to go through something real quick in order to build that relationship like that, and the trust and all of that, to have even those types of looks on their faces. They're very happy to be in each other's company. And there was a wedding in this. Even though she was sickly, she wanted to, and we're talking about, oh my God, the pretty woman. Oh my gosh, can't think of her name right now, but she played Sally Field's daughter. Yeah, I can't think of her name. She won an Oscar, I will say. Yeah. Pelican Brief, she was in that. I don't know if she won an Oscar for that, but she was a pretty woman. Julia Roberts, okay? She's a brother. I can't think of his name. But he's a really good actor. Uh, so anyway, Julia Roberts played a sickly lady. I can't think of what her name was, but I want to think it is a more male and a female name that she has. Shelby. Shelby. Yes, so I know male Shelbys more than I know a female Shelby, even though I do have a female Shelby from like Inglewood Times, and I have another Shelby from uh, Hollywood Times. That's funny. And this is sad times and happy times. So anyway, there's motherhood here, blushing and bashful, steel magnolias. So, so you have illness. Yeah. So okay. So Shelby was ill, but she still wanted to have a child, and I think his name was Jackson because her husband's name was Jackson, right? So she did. She was loved so much, or she was fearless. She didn't. She knew that she may not, but she really wanted to have a baby and be married, and they were so in love and everything, and so she did. And she didn't. It was hard times. It was some sad times there. Life happens. and the odds are we're going to face these type of life situations, and it's really about how, and it's really about our star and how much effect that we have like no other on each other, on the world, through our divinity, through our deepened soul partnerships, through our deep relationships that are guided by the Most High. Just like everything within the universe is guided and protected. Ultimately, he gives us free will. He's a gentleman, not a man, but the energy of that. We're all energy, spirit. We just happen to have this shell that we can put our feet on the ground here on planet Earth. And it's just been made very difficult because of the matrix and everything that entails. All the layers. You have to be very strong. And this is waking the lion. Well, now it is time to awaken the lion, to even survive and to not cave in, to not cave into fear. Because, if you turn on the news, it's all bad. But when you turn on your light, it's all good. Don't think that there aren't others that are like that, because the news may sensationalize, and really it's a tube that you're focusing in on. So make your focus broader, because you got traveling to do. There's still work to do. You can't see the terrain there, but there's that star that's out there. And so, although may have been a little bit of blockage, and I don't know what, maybe there has been some health issues, or he had to go back to take care of some loved ones, some sick loved ones, or, people get older, maybe bury some parents or aunts or people that were like your family. And so it takes that divinity from them, whatever you gained from their star while they were on this journey. I'm getting tickled on my cheek right now. While they were on this journey that we all have to walk lightly. We have to carry everything so lightly, because it's a series of letting go. A series of letting go. It's like love really hard, but let go. At the same time, it demands a great amount of strength, but it is worth the living. Okay? It is worth it. And it is a gift. So that is so far that important information. I can feel it leaving my bones. I feel it nurturing my bones, actually regenerating. So somebody wants to scream with fear, and so no, it's something about watch your friends, masked individuals. Something about, so don't focus on that. You might, use your intuition. Okay, maybe that's part of this important information. In order, so I don't know how I want anybody to want to scream because they looked and they're safe, and it's empty, because they weren't paying attention because of being so lazy, but then giving someone else charge over it. They trusted, but maybe you had an intuition or an inkling about not doing it, but then you were just so lazy or tired, overworked, and you just said, okay, but you didn't do your due diligence. Whoever you are, take it out, resonates. And so let somebody in. Now, although still Magnolias, yeah, I think it was through a relationship. He did come and try to find her, the one lady that they took in to help get away from. But this says back off. But he thinks you're his property and very jealous. Somebody's very jealous. Name may be torn, Rip Torn, or torn between. I know somebody's name was Rip Torn, some actor. I don't know. So, or somebody, there may be an affair or wanting you to be a part of the affair. Maybe somebody's like not rejecting that offer, and maybe somebody wouldn't stop, so they screamed. Made a scream. I think that is maybe have been what happened in that movie. Maybe look that movie up. It is a good movie. And here goes an oracle's gift again. So this is a gift of sort of like prophecy, downloads, getting these downloads here. Here's the oracle on a different deck again. And here's that let me stir this up. Maybe it's supposed to come out again. This came out in the park a couple days ago in the park. And we're inside here, and here we go. But let's just see. We're going to put this back together and see. Thank you. Oh, is this time of it? I can't really see. I just saw a black screen. I'm like, what? Is the camera off? Oh, look at that. Wow, there's a lady in waiting here. Number 29. That number comes out a lot in different decks. So we got 29. So someone could be born on the 29th. Or someone could be born February the 9th. Or that number 29 could be significant. Someone could be 29. But 9 and 2 is 11. And 1 and 1 is 2. Which is, anything plus 2. Anything plus 9, it's going to be whatever that number is. If you can pick up what I'm throwing down. So that is the number 2. But somebody's been waiting a while. Now this is a new beginning. That's the Ace of Swords there. So there's a new truth here that this person has maybe recognized and wants to share with someone, or they've been made aware of an aha or epiphany and longing to see someone, but maybe they are not going to be back until February or until the 29th or in 29 days. Maybe they did travel and this person is waiting for them to make it to this, and this might be the North Star here to get to this person, because this person is looking out to the water from their balcony. And this is a very affluent person. Female energy here. Okay. So I don't know. It could be this way. So something about let it go. So someone. Let's see. This way. Okay. So here we have, to me, this is higher the mountain, the closer to God. So this person is up on a balcony and looking out, looking down. Maybe the other person is up there on that, on a limb. I'm out on a limb. Somebody may be feeling like they're going to be out on a limb. Or they're feeling like that, feeling vulnerable. I did see that. In denial of feelings. This card's down there. I don't want to even turn off the camera to go get it or to put it on pause, but someone is in denial of their feelings, so that does make sense. Okay, now if you straighten your heart issues out, your financial strength should balance out. So this will turn this way. Romance door and your financial constraints will heal once you heal the heart issues there, because your creativity is linked to also to that feminine energy, you know, the fertility, the growth, the nutrition, because that's how you nurture your seeds with that energy. The follow up, the putting water, the even talking to the plants and, making time for them and, digging up for transplanting, um, t- getting the, what are those things that will try and get the roots, the weeds up and, but somebody's feeling out on a limb. 2, 4, 6, 8. And this is the 8 of Wands. So, they're trying to get a message. So there's a truth that this person knows. And this is too, so someone mutually feels this way in this relationship. And this star this person has been affected. Like, no, from you, like they've never been affected like this before, the way that they're feeling also. So however you feel, that person you're longing for feels also. Shining through. This is that layers here. You got so here we go with the roots of creativity. Here's the stars here too. There's a star. Patterns here. There's the gold patterns with the so the sun here, joy and all of that through that purple royal, that, let's see, at the queen here. 3, 2 also. There was a 30. Here goes a 30. Here. So this is that truth also. It's this, here we go. 30 and 29 over here. So this is a couple. But her back is to him. But she's looking this way. Or maybe she's looking or maybe she's just, here's wide open. Somebody's listening. Here goes this 33. 33 and 33. So someone is listening with this door to romance here. They're listening, but they don't, they're in denial of their feelings. But they're listening and knowing that someone's going to move in a new direction, and they're caught in the middle here. They want to go out on a limb here. Ooh, I'm getting tickled. They're terrified though. They really desire you. They really desire this opportunity in this relationship, but their friends are watching them, and I guess they, care about that. Their ego, their friends, their soul partner relationships, which are maybe not divine like yours, or maybe they are. Oops, I'm seeing this. Tickling my nose. Nature versus nurture. Nature versus nurture. And here's the number 2. That is also that number 2. This is 3, creation. So this is creating an awareness. Ears wide open of how they're feeling. They know how they're feeling, but they're denying it. They're feeling something, they're denying it. Here's that card, because I looked up the dragonfly and the meaning. And it's because I kept seeing dragonflies. I mean, I've been seeing them for a couple of weeks now, but what it started because they were coming in front of the window. And I was like, whoa, because you see this big bluish thing. Even we saw them up close, and I had to tell my little girl it's a dragonfly that it wasn't going to hurt her because you can hear them and see them. Um, and they are just so beautiful, also. But it symbolizes various meanings, including transformation and change. They represent adaptability and the beauty of change. It, Courage and strength. So therefore, that courage, that strength card, as well as I have seen the strength card a few times. It even was in my hand. It might be at the bottom of this. There we go. Strength card right here at the bottom of this deck. It just shows up. So it's courage and strength. In Japanese culture, they symbolize courage and strength. So renewal and rebirth. Dragonflies are seen as messengers of renewal, bridging earthly and spiritual realms. Okay? Our divinity, our hope, our deep soul relationship your star can affect like no other. Okay? Your balance, your feminine and your masculinity. You care. You're willing to adapt and change where you're necessary, or stand strong and stand your ground in the areas where that is necessary. So, dragonflies are prosperity and good luck in the Chinese culture. They are associated with prosperity and good fortune, joy, and new beginnings. They remind us to embrace joy and navigate life's changes with resilience. Okay? And that is what the feminine energy is in full balance with the male and masculine energy and their star of hope shining so bright, their divinity so deep, and just like their soul partnerships, they can affect you like no other. Okay? Body and soul. Body and soul. They can affect you like no other. I wish you could see it closer. And here's somebody wanting to paint a canvas. Wanting to paint the sky fantastic for you. Want to bring joy and new beginning and offer you this heart that's growing on a tree here. Beautiful with the flowers. It's ever lit. If it grows like that, it probably regenerates. It regenerates. This love never dies. Love never dies. That's that kind of love that never dies. You put a feather in his cap here and called it macaroni, honey. He probably got wheat in his hand. He probably makes macaroni. I don't know. But he's got a red hat. I like it. Oh, this is a very wide mustache, okay? I thought it was a paintbrush in his mouth. But this is a hat that to me that an artist would wear. I really can't see what this is, but there's some sort of something in his hand. I don't think he's a king, but he is of stature. But offering this, and from a pure place of emotion, balance, emotion, and wears, look, a little bit of a heart on a sleeve there. Hat comes from some sort of background of speaking. This is a feather in his cap, so light as a feather, speaking with red, that is root red, that is this. So balanced his femininity. There's something here with the heart. And then across, he's got that red guarding him. So very balanced here. And there's some shadow that has been turned into like a deep, deep green and emerald color, which is reminding me of a mixture of the blue and green. So like even maybe Pisces in there. I don't know. And anyway, your star is the ish. So somebody's walking away from a muse, or someone may have, here's some cherry blossoms here and here. 27th, 9. There's that 9. And here's a 6. So someone accumulated all they could here and is grateful. And there's that pink divinity. And so someone's walking away. Where from here, where they've grown, here's this gray here. And that's like concrete and solid foundation back here. Lots of growth, lots of sturdiness. But taking that, there's gold here. But taking that with them, that light. And they have intuition, high intuition. Could be this lady here. And going out, there's butterflies here. So transformed, going out, transformed. Different than when they came in. They're leaving out differently than when they came. And they have amused. They have been amused. Now they have learned and they are inspired to go. And here we go, the butterflies. And here's this coffin here. And there's that deep, that blue. So maybe something to do with this here. This is that color like that. And the feather here. So maybe this person had to speak at this person's or about this person. Maybe they were at somewhere and this person spoke about this person and unveiled some things, uncovered some things, because there's a bit of a pullback and uncovering of this coffin here. This is an 8, and I would say fitting through that figure 8 here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and yeah, you have the 9 pentacles. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. This is independently wealthy. So someone was independently wealthy. Maybe they left someone some money. 9, 8, 6, 9, 8. And here's the 29 and a different 29 was there. Because I said, yeah, there's this lady. So maybe she passed. Maybe she passed away. Or maybe she's this lady. Maybe she walked away. I don't know how that goes. Maybe this is an ancestor of this. Because this person is dressed this way. I don't think that they were in the same century. But maybe that's their ancestor. Because this is the butterflies are there. So maybe she's guiding her from another space and time. There's downloads coming. Maybe she's getting the download and somebody's on their way. Now they have all they need. They've been used. They've been given the information. So now they are going to go spread their wings, spread this knowledge. This deep soul changing information. They're going to go share their star that can affect you like no other. Okay? I don't know how long this has been, but thank you for your time. Please like, share, and subscribe. All right.